things. I don't know if I'm going to do it just yet, but... Oh, and you guys can't see it, but I'm literally just cutting up with a pair of frickin' scissors the rind of my orange. I do a lot of weird shit that you guys don't know that I do. Like, in order to save every little thing.
Select your hero.
In order to save a little thing. Like, I'm literally going to save this entire orange rind. By chopping it up into little pieces, drying it, and using it for tea. Or using it to make, like... all-purpose cleaner for the house or something silly like that. Yeah. Remind me when I'm on attack, because I can't do it right now, but I'll show you what I do with it. Because there's two things that I do with orange rinds or citrus rinds. I will cut them up into little strips, and then I will cut those strips up into little tiny pieces, dry them out in the oven, and then make tea. I'll use them for citrus tea. Or I take a bunch of rinds, stuff them in a solution, in a big like gallon jug that's half water, half white vinegar, steep it for a couple weeks, and then that's my all-purpose cleaner. That's what I used to clean everything with. And anything that needs soap, I just use some of the soap I fucking made. Or I get some dish soap from the grocery co-op that's next to my house. Uh-oh. Somebody's a Widowmaker. Oh, since I've had that, yeah. I actually have... Well, I have two, I have two tea chests. One of them is full of only mint tea. Only mint tea. 7 of the 8 little cubbies in it are mint tea that I grow. The 8th one is peppermint that I wild craft from this alleyway in my neighborhood that's just full of wild peppermint. And then the other one, which only has 4 partitions, that one is full of other crap. Like, it has one thing of lavender. It has one thing of... I can use your help here, and... no, okay. Has one little alcove cubby is dried citrus peel. One is dried lemongrass. And the other one is dried lavender. I haven't figured out what I'm going to put in the 4th one yet.
Enemy returns.
Doop. Doop. And I have a little jar of black breakfast tea that I use for making kombucha mostly. Like, I even make my own nut milk. I make my own nut milk and oat milk at home. I do a lot of, like, little kitschy, sustainable things like that that I don't really talk about on YouTube, on my YouTube channel or anything.
Heroes never die.
Okay, they still have the widow.
Correct.
Activating the barrier.
You forge peppermint in a city. You can forge a lot of things in a city, a lot more than you think. I mean, especially in a place like Oregon, because we have ginkgo trees that get planted as we have ginkgo trees that get planted all the time. All the time. As, like, shrubbery trees. And we'll have fig trees and blackberry trees, marionberry bushes, blackberry bushes, not trees. Just all kinds of fun stuff like that, all over Oregon. Yucca plants? We have a whole bunch of those, even though this is definitely not a desert. And you can eat the flowers. And then you have wild spring onions, wild leeks, all this other shit. I bet you anything, even wherever you are, Daniel, you can find some forage food if you look hard enough. Though with yucca flowers, you have to remember it's kind of important to soak the flowers. So now we're getting into cooking, not just shit talking random stuff. one thing to remember about yucca flowers is that you need to soak them for at least 24 hours and rinse the water at least once during that time that you soak them in. So like put them in a bowl of water, soak them, dump the water, soak them again. Because if you don't do that, your tongue will go numb. There's something in them. They taste great when you saute them with like some veggie sausage and stuff. But if you don't soak them before you cook them, your tongue goes numb.
Heroes never die.
Cannot be stopped.
Plant edible dishes. You see, it's pretty cool though. Yeah, Portland's pretty awesome. Portland has a lot of problems. Do not get me wrong.
0.
Holy hell, does Portland have problems?
Switching sides.
But we also have a lot of cool stuff too.
Prepare to attack. Select your hero.
Yeah, this is my smaller tea chest. It says tea. And it got chewed on by a chinchilla at one point. But see? That is dried orange peel. Just a little bit that I have right now. This is all lemongrass, this one, and this one's all lavender.
I'll be watching over you.
I will not let the fate that befell this place.
And then obviously the bigger tea chest is just different kinds of mint that I'm getting low on because it is December. Mint's not growing right now.
Your years, you're looking pretty good, Jack.
I could go get more peppermint, but I'm lazy.
Stuff they claim maybe has to be good for something.
A moment to enjoy some peace,
Peace and quiet. Probably just a moment though.
Can you hear that music? Da, da, da. Hello. Hello.
I
5, 4, 3,
during the summer, yeah.
1.
I mean, I suppose I, have to make sure that I don't go downtown to get any when I forage and look for stuff. Or go find like blackberries. Don't go looking for blackberries in downtown. Don't go looking for blackberries in around a certain area near my house. Because that's where protests happened and, everything's fucking covered in tear gas.
get you back out there. Maintaining connection.
Behind you.
The last thing you want is to be eating some blackberries that were grown in tear gassy soil. It's sort of like Matt Pat of Game Theory when he did the can you cook irradiated food to like get rid of it, or radioactive food to get rid of the radioactivity thing for one of his Fallout videos on his food channel, I think it was. Yeah. You don't want to eat tear gassy food. Trust me, I've done it. Do not recommend.
Healing stream engaged.
The dragon consume you.
Don't know why we're pushing forward right now, but we are apparently. Okay. The food likely went poorly. Actually, it went fine. Because even when I watched this video of Matt Pat's on his Food Theory channel about it, I knew what the answer was. Because I can show you again, I have a fucking degree in biology. No, eating irradiated food is fine because guess what? You've already eaten irradiated food. In fact, you probably eat irradiated food every single day. The problem is not that the food is irradiated. The problem is if it's radioactive. So, like, cans of food in the Fallout universe would be fine. Completely fine. The problem comes with food that they grew. Because food that they grew could have radioactive material inside it, therefore making the food radioactive instead of irradiated. No, I'm not even talking about solar radiation, Daniel. Food gets straight up irradiated on purpose every damn day in the food industry. They purposely irradiate the food that you eat and the food that you buy in the store in order to sanitize it. It's one of the most common methods of sanitation for produce and stuff. Is fucking irradiation. Most people don't realize it. But yes, there is also, you know, solar radiation from the sun.
Damage is engaged. Great team.
Why would you go for me, dude? That ended poorly for you.
Damage amplified. Reality fades.
Why would you do that, Mercy? So be all good communications. But that's the thing, Daniel. That's the thing. Here, I'm just gonna go scientist on you all for a second. Irradiated food is not radioactive. That's not how it works. Irradiated food is fine. Radioactive food is not. Which is why in the Fallout universe, the food in the cans, which would have been irradiated by the bombs, is fine. But the food that you grew in the ground would be not fine because it would be radioactive. And it would be radioactive because the fallout that the game gets its name from falls out of the sky onto the topsoil, contaminates the topsoil. The plants suck up that radioactive material. It becomes part of the plant, and then becomes part of the food. So the food is that food is radioactive, which makes that food not safe. But the best way to completely make it so you can eat any food in Fallout without any radiation, not cooking it. Cooking it wouldn't do shit. Do you know what it is? Replace the fucking topsoil. It's that simple. All you'd have to do is replace the topsoil. Remove the topsoil of a plot of land in the Fallout universe, and you will have a perfectly tillable, arable bit of land. Just scoop that shit out of the way, use the next layer of soil, or find some soil from somewhere that wasn't hit with radioactivity. We are active to get new dirt. Yes. Yeah. Yeah, I would actually recommend that. I think it's on the Food Theory channel, because MatPat has three channels now. He has the Game Theory, Film Theory, and Food Theory. I think it's on Food Theory. He goes into that a lot, but the science is, the science is sound. And yeah, most of the food that you eat has been irradiated at some point. At least if you buy it from a grocery store. If you get it from a farmer's market or something, it probably hasn't been outside of solar radiation, obviously. But if you bought it in a grocery store, it's probably been irradiated. In some form. Yeah, science. Science, bitch. It's one of the only things that I know. I mean, I do have a degree in it. So, you know. Also, yeah, one. For once. Bum. Da-dum. Bum, 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 bum. Bum, bum, bum. Bum, 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 bum. Bum, bum, bum. 2 sea rations, so good they say. For the most part, yeah. I would say it depends on the ration, it depends on how it was packaged, but a lot of them would still be fine. Yeah, especially nowadays, you'll always see expiration labels on like canned food, for instance, that says, 2 or 3 years after whatever date it was canned. That's just to cover the asses of whatever company you bought it from. A lot of like Best Buy or expiration date shit on food doesn't mean a damn thing. Especially with canned food. Because canned food can last damn near indefinitely, just because of how it's packaged for the most part. Yeah, I made soup yesterday using a can of peas and a can of corn as ingredients. I've had those can of peas and that can of corn for like 5 years, just sitting in my cupboard. Because I've been actually going through like my cupboard and trying to use things that have just been sitting there. Yeah, and it tastes fine. It's fine. And even when I bought them, they were both like clearanced at a grocery store because they had dents in the can. Also, best place to find cheap canned food. Go to like a Safeway or something and go to their clearance area. Their clearance or like, yeah, just, that's the first place I go whenever I go to a grocery store. I immediately go to there and see what's there. Because I've gotten like really, really good Himalayan pink salt doing that. For $5. Salt that I'm still going through.
Traveling to Route
Yeah.
66. Prepare your defenses.
It's always the first place that I go to when I go to the store.
Select your hero.
And pretty much any grocery store will have one of those. Not a moneyed individual. I've never been a moneyed individual. I was born poor. I was raised poor. I will probably die broke. No, I joke about that, but I am at least smarter with money than my parents were. Holy crap, are my parents bad with money sometimes. Yeah. Says Reinhardt.
Attackers incoming in 30 seconds.
My hand smells like oranges now.
I must say you're looking quite well. This life must agree with you.
Go, Mercy, go! I'm a mediocre Mercy. It rhymes.
I am injured.
No, you're not. You did this to yourself.
5,
4,
join me.
3. That is a terrible... Your positioning sucks, Hanzo. If you want heals, you can come over here.
The payload.
Enemy is here.
Powered up. But where does it hurt? Let's get you back out there. This is not your time.
It's like there's some things that you only learn if you grew up poor. You'll learn some of those things if you become poor as an adult, but if you grew up poor, there's just some things that you'll learn that nobody else can properly learn.
Let me get you patched up.
It's a completely different kind of lifestyle. That was a sweet res. Off the ledge reses are some of my... Ooh, that was a... For once, McCree actually got kills with their ult. That is one of my favorite types of ways to res. Is to, like, go up on somebody and then fall off the ledge.
Damage increase.
If I can actually make it off the ledge when I do that, I never get killed.
Right beside you.
Leave me alone.
Where does it hurt?
Why are they all the way over there? What are they doing?
Ich bin da. Damage boost engaged.
How to make a potato computer work for ages. Exactly.
Heilstrahl aktiviert.
Young again.
You should be at peak performance levels.
Just like... And, you know, to be fair, there are some things that you only learn if you grew up rich. I would argue that those things that you learn when you grow up rich versus growing up poor are not nearly as useful. Like, between me and somebody who grew up as a trust fund kid, who's gonna be able to survive on a deserted island? And not just because I'm also a Skadian. Me.
Healing stream engaged. Damage boost engaged.
Oops.
60 seconds remaining.
Leave me alone, Farah.
I've got you.
Leave me alone.
Stop now.
I just want some SR.
Where
Just
does
a little SR.
damage
So please
increase?
don't kill me. It's hard enough to get SR and win games as a freaking support man. Sing to my bridge.
Don't let up on
I thought I got caught at that. Apparently I didn't. Well,
Let's get you back in the fight.
aw, you thought you killed someone. Oh, Gengu. Gengu thought they were people.
Thanks. Put it on my tab.
10 seconds.
Be at peak performance level.
I'm just gonna stay in here for a minute.
You needed a doctor? Let's get you back out there.
Team
I never usually fall for that. I mean, I didn't really fall for it. I just didn't care at that point. We'd won the round. Hi, Anna.
score 0-0. Switching sides.
Size. Now it's time for my stream to lag, because for some reason it always lags on menus.
Select your hero.
Specifically the character select menu. Hey, look, a bunny. Aw, Tally's turned into a loaf. She has gone loaf mode. I repeat, she has gone loaf mode. How you doing, Garrus?
I'll be watching over you.
It's a Garrus! Look at that floof butt. Are you looking for food?
was arm wrestling. Nervous?
Never!
Attack commences in 30 seconds.
Yeah, I wouldn't drink the coffee. Always tasted like boiled dirt.
Probably was boiled dirt.
Why did you abandon the assassin's art?
I never was an assassin. I killed only because it was necessary.
Doesn't preclude you from being an assassin, Anna.
5,
Oh, Loafy Tally, yep.
3, 2, 1.
She is a bread loaf.
Commencing.
I'm taking
If if my streaming or my Etsy or anything ever gets like famous enough that I can make plushies, I am absolutely, completely, 100% making a bunny bread loaf one.
I remember this.
You're dead. Overwatch plushies? Nah, there's plenty of Overwatch plushies.
Victory.
No, I make a like like a bread loaf shaped plushie or a bread loaf shaped pillow, but it would be a
Play
bunny.
of the game.
So it'll be a bun loaf. Since when rabbits get into that position when they're sitting down, they look like little loaves of bread.
Double.
And I think it's cute. I just want to get back to platinum. I just want to be plat trash again. But no, what do you guys think about that? if one of my goals for next year is to make another YouTube channel, I know I already have 3. I had to think about that. But what if I made another YouTube channel that was like a tech and sustainability one? So I could talk about things like what actually happens to your cell phone when you get rid of it, or
Prepare your defenses.
like what's actually inside a cell phone. Like when I learned what was actually inside a cell phone, I was shooketh. Now my scissors smell. I wasn't gonna cut off my own nose. Because it's undeniably cute. Yeah. Bunnies are cute, dude. It could be a place where I could talk about the fact that I, you know, reuse my orange rinds. Have a bajillion houseplants. And by a bajillion, I mean, like, I only have a few. I don't really have that many houseplants yet, but I do have a big old garden, as anybody who looks on my Instagram knows. Big old container garden on my Instagram. Lots of peppers and potatoes and, well, baby potatoes. And garlic. I planted garlic this year. I'm so excited. I planted garlic and onions. And I planted them at the right time, and I planted them in the right way. I'm hoping it'll end well. I've got my fingers crossed. Because it'll also be the first time I'll have ever eaten garlic scapes if it ends well.
Attackers
You should be
incoming.
at peak performance level.
Defend objective A.
The reason why I've been able to stream, one of the reasons I've been able to like have the mental, I don't know, mental ability for lack of a better term, to stream and record on YouTube more is because I've been paying a lot more attention to getting sleep, to not eating trash all the time, and to like gardening and shit. That you thought.
This is not the end. I'm taking care of you.
Uh-oh.
I could use some assistance.
I'm gonna stay over here.
What's your back?
Leave me alone!
And I could be many.
Genji, leave me alone.
Healing stream engaged.
Genji, leave me alone. I'm gonna die. We all need more knowledge. This is true. And I feel like a lot, because there are a lot of sustainability YouTubers that I watch.
A speedy recovery.
Like Sustainably Vegan and Girl Gone Green. There's a lot of sustainability and green and climate change channels that I follow, but I feel like a lot of them don't talk about tech. You know? Like ways tech can be sustainable and can be helpful. It's all just everything is terrible, we're all gonna die. And I don't see anybody who's also a gamer talking about how we can make gaming better. So I figured I would try something like that. Because why the fuck not?
Where does it
It's still a maybe. I haven't decided exactly if it's gonna happen yet or not.
I'm being attacked. I'm taking care of you.
Your support has arrived.
Yep.
Tactical visor activated.
Get him! Get him, boo! Or not. This is going well. It's still a maybe because I don't know exactly how I would even go about it, especially because I don't have a camera. Like a proper camera. I have my phone, which works in the right light, but oh, I forgot I wasn't Mercy. I forgot I wasn't Mercy. I tried to res the Zarya.
Double kill.
Yeah. I already have my main.
New methodology.
So have any of you guys done your 2021 goals yet? I have already. Well, that was lucky. And they're right up behind my camera. And it's finish one manuscript, so finish one book, one of my novels. Get to 10,000 on my main YouTube channel, and I have some other sub goals for the other ones. Get to 5,000 followers on Twitch and 50 subs on average. And to make 100 sales every month on Etsy. Well, that ended well. Oh, and to have a demo for my game. So next year's gonna be busy. I'm hoping it'll end well though. Because if it does, I can spend more time playing video games for you guys.
This will restore you. Regenerating the cellular This will heal you.
Step right up.
Ha!
This will heal you. My will made real.
Bitch, you thought. Okay. Speaking of corporate misery can be ditched. It should, yes. I mean, I don't have listed on there, you know, how many patrons I want to have, because that sort of thing,
Bearing the damage.
I'm still not entirely sure exactly what I want out of my Patreon. I do have a couple, like, things on there right now, but, that's the kind of thing that I can't really control.
Surrender to my will.
But yeah, that should be enough to be able to get me to not have to have a day job.
This will heal you.
Because at least at the moment, it only costs me about $1,000 to live each month. Which I know is really cheap, but I worked really hard to make it that cheap.
60 seconds.
Allow me to repair the damage.
It needs more seasoning.
Restoring you.
I mean, eventually I want to have my own house as well, and so that's why all of my bills are only out up to being about $1,000 a month, because I penny pinch
Bearing the damage.
like nobody's business.
Get into position.
Because millennial owning a house eventually, no, impossible. Uh-oh.
I'm under attack.
Damn it! Hi, Gareth. Isn't Gareth cute? Look at his floppy ears. He's got such floppy ears.
This will restore you.
Well, I'm gonna die.
Helden sterben nicht. I'll lead the way.
Dying, it's what I do in Overwatch, apparently. There's lots and lots of death.
Fire at will.
Oh, that could have gone better.
We must all make
Bunny's getting big. Bunny is getting big.
Score.
I need to weigh Gareth. I mean to do it at the beginning of every month. I didn't.
Size.
I only get it done every so often, though. Eventually, I'll get into the habit of doing it every month.
Attack.
But I need to weigh the rabbits and the chinchillas. Last time I weighed Gareth, I think he came out to being about 6 pounds. 6 pounds, some odd ounces. Any businesses were very, yeah, that's because they had better pay when you adjust for inflation and better tax situation.
Science will reveal the
I
truth.
mean, what? Oh, I think that's my Antifa showing. I'll just put that away into a closet till the end of stream.
Attack detected.
Attack commences in 30 seconds.
But granted, if you follow my channel, or any of my channels,
I never was an assassin.
and you didn't know that I am
Only because
very much a leftist, then you've not been paying attention. Also, I'm gonna kill the smallest drops. Also that. There's a lot of that. There's a lot of other things too. It depends on where you live, how much access you have to things. Like,
One. Attack commences.
I may bitch and moan and complain sometimes about where I live, but literally I could not ask for a better place in Portland. I am within very close, less than a quarter-mile walking distance of a Whole Foods, of a local grocery co-op, which is, you know, better than Whole Foods because fuck Amazon. And I'm like right next to one of Portland's farmers markets, pretty much. It's only active. It's only active for every time but the summer, so it's closed right now. The only farmers market we have that's open this time of year is the one in downtown Portland. But it is open during all of the harvest time, so I can get all kinds of yummies without even having to go downtown. I've got my fingers crossed that the soap does well. If the soap does well and the candles keep doing well, even after the rush of holiday buying,
I claim this objective.
things are looking up. Things are cautiously looking up. I am cautiously optimistic. Very cautious. Very cautious. We shall see.
My ultimate is charged.
And they say super.
Objective A captured. Commence attack on objective B.
Usually doesn't work out. I hope so. I was talking to Wade about some advice yesterday. Yeah, yesterday.
Injured again. Get into position. My ultimate is almost ready. Allow me. My ultimate is almost understood. My ultimate is almost ready. From afar.
Ha! That's a dead healer.
Coalescence is almost ready.
Okay, all we have to do is we have to take the second point
My ultimate
with over a
is
minute.
almost ready.
If we can take the second point with over a minute,
Graviton surge is ready. My ultimate is ready.
then this is fine.
I will surrender my will.
God damn it!
Nanoboost administered. Walk it off.
Yeah, I was about to kill myself.
Allow me to.
Or jump off the edge, I should say. I decided not to because I guess they're gonna live for a little bit longer. Might as well get the old charge. Fucking Ryan. Well, tell me what to do.
Get into position. This will help.
What? He just ran through that to get to me and, you know, died because of it. Hey guys. Bunny!
There was a flaw in my approach.
Look at that comfy bun.
I am taking the objective. Reinforce this position.
I need to get my mouse fixed. Well shit, they're not even gonna need my help. Okay, maybe they will.
Get into position. Surrender to my will. This will restore you.
Bruh, this is how you die. Now you're cut off. I guess. Garrus is a thirsty boy.
We must all make sacrifices.
And they say
in the name of
super is
science.
dead.
It is.
This is my will. You seem in need of aid. The power of destruction.
This is fine.
Take the objective. That's awesome.
Your aim of hold. Help me. I will rebuild you. This will heal you.
Oh shit, hi. I was kind of like getting a little flying in the bunny cam window. Aww. It's because my bunnies are cute. That's a cute bunny. Yeah, my roommate's 5 cats. All of them except for the one that's insane.
My ultimate is charged.
We have a baby gate that I'll put in the door of my bedroom sometimes. Obviously when I'm not streaming or recording. So the cats can watch my bunnies. And sometimes I'll have the 3 kittens and the 1 adult cat just being adorable. God damn it! It's fucking McCree, man. He's not even good.
There was a flaw in my approach.
Beep, 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 beep. Wow, we have a really good rhyme.
Allow me to repair the damage. Surrender to my will. Get into position. 10 seconds.
Nope. 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 God, why is that McCree always coming after me? Fucking McCree, man. Hello, Victorious. How are you doing? The double entendre Moira. I mean, it fits. It is Moira.
New beginning.
God damn it.
New thinking.
Yeah. Oh, well, I won too. So I'll take that. I've been talking a lot. I'm gonna be a little bit more quiet. Because I don't want to end up getting a headache. How are you doing, Victorious? Where'd the bunnies go? Loaf! There's a hiding loaf.
Now traveling to Busan.
Ooh, I like Busan.
Prepare for battle. Select your hero.
At least it's not a 2CP map. Hate 2CP maps in solo queue. Playing on my tablet and watching stream made chocolate chunk. Ooh, that sounds yummy. Are you gonna share? Oh, by the way, you guys, I'm gonna have the PO box back starting in about a week. I could technically go get it tomorrow, but I only go to the post office once a week to mail Etsy orders on Monday, and I went today. But I just have to go and provide them, you know, the proof of who I am, shit. And then I'll have a post office or a PO box again, because I need one for the Etsy. Because the one that I have been using is the old one that I don't have anymore, but they haven't corrected me, so I haven't changed it.
I'm here. Damage boost.
Which might get me in trouble at some point, but
Healing stream engaged.
Wish I could share with everyone. It's okay, you can share in spirit. And by in spirit, I mean you have to eat a cookie for every single person in chat. So go eat 11 cookies right now.
Let's get you back out there.
And get probably very sick.
Good choice.
You should be at peak performance level. Your support has arrived.
Oh, shit! I tried. Ow.
Damage boost engaged.
I'm backing up. Backing up.
Damage increase.
Enemy turret detected.
Help me. Let me get you patched up. This is not the end. Healing stream engaged. You should be at peak performance.
I'll go eat 3. No, you have to eat 11 because I have 11 people watching. Wow, you are all overextended.
A speedy recovery. Where does it hurt? They're all over me. Heroes never die.
This is going well. And by that, I mean it's going terribly. Ow. Yeah, it's because we have a Zen. Zen's not good with Mercy at all.
Science will reveal the
The
truth.
name's McCree.
Enemy turret ahead. Ah!
Zens are almost always played by DPS mains who have to heal. For whatever reason. And Zarya's given up.
Regenerating your cellular structure.
Score 0 to
You need
1.
to use some creative catapulting? Nah, takes effort. Oh, you're talking about the cookies. Still takes effort.
Indeed.
Expect third healer to pocket them and jaws of hell. Yeah. Story of my life. Why aren't you healing me? God, I've had no heals. I've never gotten healed. I've not gotten healed once. This entire match is such a bad Mercy, as it's like a Genji that's
The objective.
edgelord flanking into oblivion. I'm like, I'm not gonna fucking follow you, dude. Entire goes in. Why didn't you pocket me for my ult? As he goes in solo 1v6 and ults. As the rest of his team is dead.
I require assistance. Get into position. Not yet. Allow me. Allow me to repair the damage.
I don't know what this guy thinks he's doing. It's not very smart.
Restoring you. Surrender to my will.
Oh, this is going well.
This will restore you. Regenerating your cellular structure. Gale, that's much better.
is going well.
I'm restoring you.
Start your engines. Start your onions.
Nano boost administered. I passed this forward. I'm restoring you.
Oh shit. I thought he was on the right area.
I've got you in my sights.
This is going well.
We must all make sacrifices in the name of
Yay! My team actually got it together, sort of. Sorta, kinda.
The enemy has placed a turret here. This will restore you. Surrender to my will.
Rude. Yay, they killed him! He deserved it. I'm starting to kill Janet at Junkrat isn't stereotype of being
When
Mad
faced with a
Maxi.
setback,
I don't
we
know
must
if
challenge our assumptions.
both Roadhog and Junkrat are Australian. I know Junkrat is, obviously. I can't remember if they both are because Roadhog barely speaks ever.
Group up, join me. Group up here.
Thank you.
Time the delay. Allow me to repair the damage.
Well, if you need healing, Shepherd, you should group up.
Group up with, join with me. Group up with me. Join with me. The power of destruction.
Well then.
I've got you in my sights.
2 wins, 2 losses seems about right.
That changes my...
Eventually I will get back to platinum. I just don't play enough. For good reason, but... I keep looking at my chocolate covered espresso beans because I want chocolate. But I can't have it. Because it would be such a bad idea to eat a chocolate covered espresso bean right now. Because it's 9 o'clock at night. But I ate the rest of my chocolate. I mustn't. I won't. Putting it away. Putting it away. Not gonna do it. Mm-mm. I'm gonna be a good girl. Maybe after stream I'll ask if I can borrow some of my roommate's cocoa. Because I'm out of cocoa. So then I can make myself like a mug cake or something. You had chocolate for me? It's not for me, it's for you. They're your cookies. Impromptu 24-hour stream? God, no. I think I would die. I like sleeping. And I like that I've managed to improve my sleep schedule lately. I don't want to fuck that up. It would be if you ate all those. No. Cookie for you, no cookie for me. Did you eat one for Daniel? Did you eat a cookie for Dresden? Did you eat a cookie for the 10 people in chat? I just want to see you eat all the cookies. And then you can feel sad that you have no cookies like I do. No, I think my roommate has some cocoa. I'll ask her if I can borrow some. Because I can just make a vegan bug cake in the microwave. You would get too sick? Do it anyway. Do it! Do it! Let the chaos run through you. Your cookies in the pantry, I'll use those later. Or cookies, cookies. Cookies are good. Also, hi, Keeksy. Scarlet Palpatine confirmed. No, no, Wade is Palpatine. Wade has the best Palpatine impression ever. Hi. How are you tonight, Keeksy? I usually see you in my streams when I do the early morning ones. Now when I do the late night ones. I'm still finishing cutting up my orange rind. There we go. All done. Now I just have to set it down to dry out on my windowsill. See? Orange. And now my hands really smell like orange. Actually, I've been streaming for 3 hours. Just sleep for the night. We'll get back to bed soon though. Yeah, I'm actually thinking because it is 9. Normally I go for 4 hours, not 3 hours. I'm just really tired right now though. Orange, yes. I dry out my orange. I was talking about it earlier, Keeksy. I do 2 things with my orange rinds. I either leave them whole and put them into a mixture of water and vinegar to make household cleaner, or I chop them up really small, dry them out, and use them for tea. But I think I'm actually going to end the stream early today. I think I'll only go 3 hours today because I'm very tired. I really take it out of you. It did last week too. It's not that. It's just I'm tired. And I started to have a little bit of a headache at the beginning of the stream already. So I'm just like, fuck it. We'll go raid Baked Chicken. She's the person who raided me last stream on Saturday. I've never seen her stream before, but she raided me, so I'm gonna raid her back. They seem like good people. I've not seen them stream. They're playing Dead by Daylight, which I have not played in literally a year. Whoops. There we go. Now it's working correctly. Yeah, I will see you guys tomorrow for XCOM. And hopefully I can finally get to the part where we can start actually getting some good achievements. Okay, see you guys tomorrow.